So, Coach, take me through it. I know deflating loss in the end, played really well throughout it, didn't come out on top at the end. Tell me what your thoughts were after the loss.
I think it was like two very evenly matched teams who played their hearts out on the field and just kind of left it on the field. Unfortunate that they got the goal before we did in that overtime period, but I think whoever kind of got the ball first was going to get that goal.
And I know great offensive performances all night. It was a good test for you in the first half because things kind of started out a little sluggish. You opened up after you got that own goal and then scored immediately after that to take the lead. Second half seemed like you got a few more shots there at the end of the first half, into the beginning of the second half. So what was working well in that little time frame there, kind of in the middle third of the game?
I think if you notice, we moved Haley Williamson from sweeper up to offense, and I think it started clicking between her and Caitlin Larson. So I think what was working right there was just that push from Haley coming forward.
Well, and just talk about, I guess, that those last minutes in the quarter. I think in the last 12 minutes they ended up getting those 3 goals. Just what were they doing, or what were you guys not doing that kind of allowed them to get that?
That's the $1 million question, isn't it? We were playing hard. It wasn't like anybody was playing poorly. It wasn't like anybody quit running. There was still a lot of hustle, a lot of effort. I think they just, we slid a couple of times. There were 2 different times you saw our fullbacks fall. One fell on this end, one fell on that end. And they just, put the ball in the back of the net when they needed to.
With it being a district game, too, I mean, I don't want to say how deflating is this loss or how hard does this loss hurt, but I mean, you only give very few district games throughout the year, so what can you take away from this loss and with it being as important as it was?
Well, we have to learn. We have to learn from it. We're a very young team. I mentioned that all along. So we have to learn from the loss and get better. So the only thing that we can do with this loss is be a better team the next time we step on the field. We're going to have more district matches. Hopefully we can play better in the next one. And we're just going to learn from it, have a good practice tomorrow, and see what happens next.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay. We're done.